Controlling and updating a ticker. To control the ticker, we need to modify the animation marker on the ticker. Open up the page to edit by double-clicking on the thumbnail with the mouse. Click on the ticker text to select it. Select and double-click on the animation marker to open up the animation settings window. I'm going to change the group key and also make the animation on and off. I change the on group key to be the number 5 and tick the wait box. Ticking the wait box means that the animation will not run until the 5 key is clicked on the keyboard. For the off animation, I change the group key to be the number 6 and also tick the wait box. The last thing to do is tick the loop animation. This allows us to repeatedly take the animation on and off while leaving the graphic page on air. Don't forget to click the OK to save the changes you have made. By looking at the Field IDs tab, I can see that I want to be able to update the text in fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. If you're building the job and the control app on a Pixel Prep workstation, you'll need to allow the Pixel Prep software to be controlled from remote software. This can be done by clicking Options, Preferences, Local Preferences, Automation, then make sure the Allow Automation of Software Playout channel is ticked. Click OK to save this setting. The Pixel Power Prep or Graphics Playout device uses its own efficient language to control the graphics. Control ToolBox and the majority of automation systems use XML instructions to control devices. To convert these XML instructions into Pixel Power instructions, we need to run the Socket Server software. Click on the Socket Server icon to open the software. Click OK to run the Socket Server. Click on Open Comms. The Socket Server software now communicates with the Pixel Power software and listens for incoming XML instructions from the Control ToolBox apps or other software sending XML instructions. To build the app, open up the Pixel Power Control ToolBox software. To start a new project, click File, New. This builds a new canvas and will be the size of the canvas of the finished app. Drag the corners with the mouse to make it bigger. Before we do anything else, go to the Components, select and drag a System button onto the canvas. The System button goes to the bottom of the screen. All the other control and data buttons which we will add to our canvas will send their information to this System button. The System button directs these instructions to the Socket Server software on the chosen Pixel Power Graphics Playout device. Give the System ID either a number or letter. This can be a word or name, but we advise using a simple number or letter. Go to Field Controls. Select and drag a Text Box to Field button onto the canvas. Make the text box bigger by dragging out the side. Set the page number to 2, as our ticker is on page 2 of our job. Set the System ID for the text box to 1 so that it sends the data from this box to the correct Pixel Power Prep or Graphics Playout device. We've used 1 as our System ID. This text box will send information to Field 1 on page 2. The easiest way to make text boxes for the other 5 fields of data in the ticker is to select the first text box, then copy and paste. Do this by using Control C and then Control V on your keyboard. Repeat this until you have 6 text boxes on the canvas. Select each text box in turn and change the field numbers they will send the data to. For this ticker we're using fields 1 to 6. In Playout Controls, select the Cue Take Page button onto the canvas. Drag the corner to make the button bigger. Update the page number to page 2. Select the system ID to 1. Change the text in the appearance to Take Ticker. This will make the app easier to use. Select and drag a trigger button onto the canvas. Set the system ID to 1 and set the trigger letter to 5. When the button is pushed, it's the same as clicking number 5 on our keyboard. Rename this button so it says On. Click on the ... where it says Font, and this will open up the font window, allowing you to make the font bold and bigger. Click OK to save the setting. Click the down arrow next to the black colour to change the colour. To make the Off button, copy and paste the On trigger button and change the trigger letter to be the number 6. Change the back colour to be red. Change the name of the button to Off. Now the app has all the buttons and text boxes. At the top of the screen, click Action, then Build and Run. The software will now ask you to save the app with a name. Give it a name which explains the use of the app. The app is now built and the Control ToolBox building software can be minimised. With the edit window still open in Pixel Prep, I can test the text being updated in the fields. As this is working, I close the edit window. The numbers on the thumbnail flash red as the thumbnail updates. Click the Take Ticker button to play the page. This is Pixel Prep, so the output can be seen on the UI. Click on the On button to start the ticker. Click on the Off button to stop the ticker. On, off.